All right, everybody, come in here. How are you doing? It's the 11th of July. It's I don't know what the hell day of the week. Tuesday. It is Tuesday. So we're taking a look right now. The patch has been released. Stukov is live on the live servers right now on the main servers. The patch notes are out. You're looking at them at the moment. We're not going to go through the whole thing. I did a little bit. Did a quick video of it when we did the release on the PTR. I do want to scan through because there were a couple of changes that were put into today's patch notes. Some balance adjustments that were not on the PTR. So some small balance changes. We're going to scroll through really fast and just talk about them real quick. So Stukov is out. No differences from the PTR there. I hope that the bug on his healing, one of that quest talent, was fixed, but we'll check him out after this. Once we get this up and running, we'll probably play some games as Stukov and see if we can get some videos of that, and maybe we'll see how he plays out on an actual server and not the PTR. So all this is kind of standard. This stays the same. The battleground rotation, I'm very glad that Blackheart's Bay is out of the rotation because funk that noise. But you do have your Warhead Junction in there, so you got some bigger maps. Hanamura changes, no differences, but they're now live. Here we go. So thankfully Blizzard put all the cool changes in the orange text to make it nice and easy to find. So we do have some balance changes. First, Malthael. His trait has been reduced by 0.25%. So it's now instead of 2.5% on his trait, it's going to be 2.25% for each tick on his trait. So that's just a straight nerf across the board. The armor reduce. The armor on Tormented Souls has been reduced across the board from 20 to 10. That is just across the board as well. That's been the overwhelmingly favorite pick on his heroic. He's still on hot slogs right now as of this recording. He's still hovering around 57%. So he's still way up there. He's got like an 85% popularity. I mean, this is across all leagues, but he's still insanely popular. I think in every Hero League game that I've played this season, he has been one of the first two bans. Like one of the, either if my team didn't ban him, the other team banned him right away. It's just that's where he's at right now. So we'll see how that goes. Level 13, Ethereal Existence. This was another one of his kind of big money talents. The maximum armor reduced from 50 to 40. So I think when he was first released, the maximum was 45. Then they changed it so the maximum was 50, but it took more people to hit. So now they've even scaled that back. So essentially you're going to get, if you take Ethereal Existence as well as Tormented Souls, you're now only going to get 50 physical armor total if you can stack it up to maximum, whereas previously you could conceivably get 20 from Tormented Souls and then 50 from Ethereal Existence, and you could have 70 physical armor. So could have been a bit, that's a pretty significant chunk of armor that was reduced. So there's that. We're going to see. I'm sure that will take his numbers down a little bit. He was just too strong. So we'll see how that, what effect that has on him. I'm curious. I'm curious if, so it's a little bit on his damage and then a little bit on his survivability and some of his big money pick talents. So we'll see how that affects his win rates. Ragnaros, that stays the same. Zool rework is live. As far as I could tell, all of this was the same. So if you want to play Zool, you can do it now. He is brand new. Tyrande gets some buffs. She gets some buffs. Her basic attack per second increases from 1.25 to 1.33, so she's got a little bit of attack speed increase. Level 4, some talent buffs as well. Celestial Attunement, free cast window increased from 3 to 4 seconds. All right. Quickening Blessing at level 13. The movement speed is increased from 25 to 30%. Level 16, her Mark of Mending. Here's actually a slight debuff. Heal amount while a target is marked reduced, excuse me, reduced, that would be a nerf, from 3 to 2% of attackers' maximum health. But Alun's Chosen, the cooldown is reduced, also at 16. The cooldown is reduced from 40 to 30 seconds. And then finally at level 20, Eyes of the Huntress. Reveal time increased from 2 to 3 seconds. So she got overall, excuse me, overall these are buffs for her. I've played her since the rework. She's very utility oriented. I don't know. She didn't click with me personally. I could still see she could be pretty solid if you could land your stuns. Dev notes here. We've been reading a lot of feedback and have heard overwhelming requests to give her substantial buffs. While we would love to do so, our internal data shows her rework win rate is still sitting within 1% of her pre-work values. 8% higher at high level play, or 0.8%, excuse me, and 0.1% at lower and medium levels. Now I'm on hot slogs right now, and she is across all levels sitting at 47.9% win rate across the board. This is across all ranks. Our data is showing that we are meeting these goals, but I realize a lot of players are still attempting to solo support with her. Yeah, that's true. She's not a solo support any longer. We are actively aware of the support role perception issue, especially since it transcends just Tyrande and are exploring a lot of different options. Yeah, that's a different discussion for a different day. There, especially, she's listed as support, but she's not really going to be your solo healer kind of deal, and that could be part of it. I'm curious how she breaks down in terms of all the ranks, but across the board, like I said, right now she is at 47.9% win rate across the board, which puts her on the lower end of things. It definitely does. It puts her on the lower end of it. In terms of just supports, she is third through last. If we just do support, second to last. Oriole is last, actually, at 47.3 across all rankings. And then Hotslogs right now is throwing Medivh in there, and he's way down there, but that's to be expected. So she's on the lower end, but we'll see how that. I think this will help her overall, so we'll see how that goes out. I think. Oh no, there were some. Here we go. Some anub'arak nerfs as well. Basic attack damage reduced. Basic base maximum health reduced. We got some buffs to Locust Swarm and some nerfs to Cocoon. So here we go. Locust Swarm, damage increased from 50 to 62. Heal increased to 21 from 17, but the duration was slightly reduced. So you're going to do more upfront in a shorter period of time. Cocoon, on the other hand, that was actually chopped down. There were some rumors about this. I think one of the devs had posted on Twitter or Reddit or something like that this was going to happen. So now it's finally here. The Cocoon range is chopped down from 9 to 6, and the missile speed is reduced. So it'll give you a shorter range where you can actually fire this off. And with the missile speed reduced, it gives some counterplay. You know, if you have good reflexes, you can still, like, you can land a cleanse or an ice block or something there and prevent Cocoon from firing. I'm actually not sure if cleanse will do it, but ice block will. Stasis, you know, crystal aegis perhaps. And then his talent at level 16, Epicenter, the bonus area reduced from 85 to 60%. So that's pretty big. Right now, anub'arak is still sitting pretty. Again, looking at Hotslogs across all levels, 69% popularity, 53% win rate. So I suspect this will take a dive a little bit, for sure, just because of Cocoon. I don't know if it will, you know, he lost some base health, but maybe Locust Swarm now becomes a little more compelling in terms of being picked, and that will help out. Overall nerfs across the board, and that's fine. I think that's fine. He was just the best tank. He was just the best warrior across the board. So much stun, you know, basically the best in all things. So I think it's fine. I don't know if they overdid it, but we'll see how it plays out. I think that's it for all the changes. Here we go. We've got one bug fix. It looks like for Murky, fixed an issue preventing Murky from gaining stealth when spawning from his egg after learning the egg hunt talent. Yeah, that was a pretty big one. That made that talent pretty useless. You couldn't, you took it, nothing happened. So I'm glad they fixed that as well. There have been a multitude of Reddit posts about that for a while. So I'm glad that they got cleared up. Yeah, so those are the patch notes. Couple of balance changes essentially here. Stukov is out. Zul is reworked. You can go play him right now. Hopefully I'll have some stuff up for that later. Let me know what you think. I don't know if this will be far enough. We'll see. I don't know if this will do quite enough in terms of Malthael. I'm worried that I think they're going to tweak him down again a little bit when it comes down to it. And then for anub'arak, that's the other one that I'm really interested in. I'm curious to see just how far he falls. Again, so right now he's at 53% across all ranks. We'll see if he drops back down. Anyhow, let me know what you think. I'm going to go and hop into the game and do some stuff. Thanks for watching. Take care.